Hello everyone, I'm Coolguy, welcome back, and today let's talk about the Gofannon Forge's Tatara Gaze high impact sniper. And before we get into the review, let's talk about the roll I have that you're going to be seeing throughout the background footage. It's an absolute perfect one, it's nasty. For the scopes, we have fluted barrel or small bore, middle tier accurized rounds for increased range or extended mag. Its two main perks are snapshot and kill clip. It has a reload masterwork. A very special sniper, accurized rounds for PvP, extended mag for PvE, and since I don't have a reload perk, we have a reload masterwork to help with kill clip. And again, the frame saw its first appearance with the opening of the Gofannon Forge along with the kindled orchid hand cannon. There's a link down in the description below for a review of that hand cannon if you missed it. The Tatara Gaze is arc energy, and the strength of the sniper is its high impact and its lethal perk pool. Its weakness is handling and zoom factor. The zoom factor alone seems to hold up a lot of players. It personally doesn't bother me. The zoom on this sniper is one of the highest in the game, if not the highest, and the zoom kind of reminds me of an old Destiny 1 sniper, Patience and Time. When you compare its base stats to the other high impact snipers, the Tatara Gaze is right in the middle. It doesn't do anything the worst, but it is tied for the best handling. So none of the stats kind of suggest that it's way worse off or way better than the others. The deciding factors fall into that zoom factor and the perks. Both of them make or break the weapon for the user. For the barrel, many of them increase or decrease stats such as your stability or range, and usually we kind of just choose the best option when the perks fall. The barrel is secondary, not as important as your actual perks, but the one we want to look out for is fluted barrel, greatly increases handling speed. This also happens to help its best stat. Now in the middle column we have 8 options that fall into 2 nodes. These options can depend on your perks. Something like drop mag really works because the sniper holds 3 rounds, so if you get rampage, you can spin the mag, get a fast reload and keep going, or something like extended mag works in that scenario as well. The main reason to use the sniper and grind for it when it comes up is the perks. So for this section, top tier perks are green, mid tier perks are yellow, and bad perks are red for this sniper. In the first node we have snapshot, quick draw, rapid hit, outlaw, rangefinder, shield disorient. In the second node we have kill clip, box breathing, dragonfly, rampage, genesis, and opening shot. So let's put these perks on the screen from both nodes, and you're going to notice that kill clip, box breathing, dragonfly are going to be all green. Now rampage is a great perk, opening shot is a great perk, but with this sniper, kill clip and box breathing are what you want, is what sets them apart. Now dragonfly as well because it's unique to it, but more so the other two. Bite of the Fox has rampage. So where I'm going with this is that this sniper does things that other snipers do not as a legendary. It has perks that others don't, and these are the perks that you want to strive for. This isn't to say that other rolls are bad because they can be really good. Snapshot rampage is good, shield disorient and genesis is good on a completely different level, but when push comes to shove, this sniper is all about kill clip and box breathing, and we'll dig into that in a moment. I would say that 9 out of 10 times you're going to want snapshot or quick draw in the first node. For PvP, you definitely want those. Snapshot helps this weapon greatly. It's a very heavy feeling weapon in your hands. The handling is abysmal, and if you don't have those handling perks, it feels very clunky. If you want it for PvE though, and let's say you get rapid hit kill clip or shield disorient box breathing, that's going to be fine and going to work out really well. My top 3 roll recommendations are snapshot or quick draw, in that order: snapshot first and quick draw with kill clip, snapshot or quick draw with box breathing, outlaw rapid hit with dragonfly. These are the defining rolls of Tatara Gaze. If you land with kill clip or box breathing, but let's say you get rangefinder or shield disorient, the roll is still going to be worth your time. Starting off in PvE, there are some encounters where a sniper comes into play. Distance encounters like the Forge with the Servitor as an example, or the one with the Hydra. That opens up the Sleeper, Thunderlord, in your exotic slot. So we talked about it, mine has kill clip snapshot, so for PvE I throw in my extended mag, this way I have another round to spend kill clip on. And in a boss scenario, I can land a shot on an ad, get a reload, have 3 rounds, then after that I switch to my Thunderlord. If you were to have box breathing instead, you can get the box breathing perk to proc, then spin the remaining shots. So in this scenario, you have a high impact sniper doing good damage, switch to the Thunderlord or the Sleeper or another heavy. Now that third special perk is Dragonfly, and that's okay too, but it's not good for putting good damage into a boss. In PvE, it isn't that necessary to have snapshot or quick draw. It's a nice quality of life though. But when you have the sniper in PvE, as we talked about, it generally has a purpose. Maybe you can't get close enough with something like trench barrel, or maybe it's just a flat out longer engagement. This sniper does things that other legendaries can't do, so it's a really nice addition to your collection with the right perks in different scenarios. For your armor, perks like Sniper Reserves do help, and overall I do rate the Tatara Gaze very high in PvE for the reasons I listed, but to be real, most of the time you're using a shotgun in that energy category, or a fusion rifle maybe, but sometimes an encounter calls for a sniper rifle, and when you're using something other than the Whisperer, that's where the Tatara Gaze comes in. It's a nice tool to have in your toolbox. In PvP, that's where it gets really interesting, as you guys have seen from the gameplay. You get 2 rounds when you spawn in, and depending on how many scavenger perks you have is how much ammo you'll pick up. So I run 2 scavenger perks for my sniper rifle. Those are found on your gauntlets and class items, so I get 3 shots per brick. That's important for the kill clip roll. You need ammo to chamber for the perk to work, and what I like to do is find a brick off spawn, hold it in the reserves, or get into my first engagement, snipe them, get to the brick, either reload or on my hunter I dodge to activate kill clip. Kill clip on this high impact sniper has the ability to one-shot body in the crucible for 210 damage. Now, is that a novelty? Kind of, but is it kind of powerful? Absolutely. There's a skill factor that comes in, and in the right hands they can abuse it. It has the potential to be very lethal. It's not like Final Round from Destiny 1, because I remember spawning in a Trials match and you'd faintly hear across the map, pop, pop, and you know that they chambered that final round, they could one-shot body you. With this, you do need reserve ammo to load in, and you need to kill first. I kind of view this as if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing with a sniper, you're going to have the full benefits of a role like this. The same thing as in PvE kind of applies. It's special. You can just simply do things that other snipers can't do. The same goes for that box breathing roll. Now, I don't have it, but I can tell you all about it. I've seen what it does. That roll with box breathing, sure, you have to be aimed down sights for a couple seconds, but it has the ability to one-shot supers. That ability alone, if you really think about it, skyrockets the sniper to the top, and that's my opinion, of course. Because to me, that's something you don't really just gloss over or take lightly, because let's really think about anything else that can one-shot a super off of spawn that's legendary. I find a lot of value in that. And also, you're able to do it from a distance as well. Even though there are some great, absolutely lethal rolls for the sniper rifle, I can see where some players are going to be hesitant. Either they don't like sniping, they don't like the flinch they get when they're sniping, they don't like the zoom factor. That, in a way, is a balancing factor, oddly enough, and this is going to be all depending on the player. And I started this review off with none of that really bothers me. The benefits of it outweigh all those negatives. Because sniper play in Destiny is still relevant for a number of reasons. Most opponents don't play to it, because if you remember back in Destiny 1 in the old Icebreaker days, every time you spawned, you watched your lanes, because if you didn't and aimlessly ran into an open area, a choke point, and you weren't next to cover, you got picked off. The Crucible is a lot looser than it was. Lots of players just running around, lots of open area movement, and running players down. All of this is going to be regardless of map, so the sniper is still in play. I feel that this is a weapon you should go for and is overall, in my opinion, if not the top legendary energy sniper in the game. Sure, Twilight Oath is really good, Supremacy is great, especially with Snapshot, but this sniper does so many things that the others don't, and we talked about it. That is going to be the defining factor. Those abilities in PvP to one-shot body, the ability to one-shot a super off of spawn, but as a player we've talked about, you need to think about what you find value in. Some weapons aren't for some people. You might not like sniping, you might be a way better shotgun or fusion user. That all comes into play. I do think though, regardless, this sniper with those two specific perks, kill clip, box breathing, is a worthy addition to your toolbox. Those are going to be the two perks that you're looking for. I do encourage that you get the sniper at some point. So let's talk about it in the comment section. What are your thoughts on Tatara Gaze? What roles do you have? I want to let you guys know that the review is now over. I do have some raw gameplay to help this video hit the algorithm. It helps me out tremendously. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next one, I am Coolguy.
I need a hunter like you with the red jack. Fire team that fights together stays together. 5 minutes. Plenty of time to fight.